I had very bad social skills. A lot of the engineers I knew were also bad at that exact same thing. They pretty much said, all of those classes you took are useless. Try again next year. Am I a failure? Am I a loser? It's going to sound weird. I'm going to preface this a little bit because it was a mistake, but it was also a blessing, or at least that's the way I try to interpret it. And it was going to college. And I know that sounds a little bit weird. I have my own takes on college. I'm not saying college is 100% bad. I do think there is value in college for some people, assuming they know what they want to do when they get in. But for me, I would say my biggest mistake was going to college. Again, it was also my biggest blessing, but it was a mistake because at the time, when I went to college, I went to Penn State, had a scholarship for engineering, and my plan was to do biomedical engineering. I was fascinated with prosthetic limbs. I had very bad social skills, was super shy, couldn't talk to people. If you were in front of me, I could not look you in the eye. I couldn't converse well at all. A lot of the engineers I knew were also bad at that exact same thing. And at the time I thought to myself, well, I could be an engineer, probably make good money when I graduated. But for me, one of the things I wanted to do in life was just experience a good quality life, which I knew involved meeting people and having good relationships, which involves talking to people. And I figured this was my logic at the time. If I continue to be an engineer, I'll have the money, but I won't have a girlfriend because I couldn't talk to girls. And at the time, I was really bad with girls. They didn't want to talk to me. And I wouldn't have the drive or the confidence to even do any of the stuff I wanted to do in life. So I dropped out of engineering, switched to criminology, which made me lose my scholarship. And I didn't think this through, but when I lost my scholarship, that's what led to me getting kicked out of school because I couldn't afford my tuition. And this happened twice. And so that whole process of me getting kicked out, coming back, I had to go through all these hoops at one point I had a semester where I took all these classes because I was trying to catch up. And I got to the end of the semester, got A's on everything. And they didn't accept any of my classes because this is after the first time I got kicked out. They didn't accept any of the classes, and they said you need to pay the remaining balance before we accept these in a certain time frame, which I couldn't do because I was a broke college kid. And they pretty much said, all of those classes you took are useless. Try again next year. At the time, it sucked because you're just like, am I ever going to leave college? Am I a failure? Am I a loser? Eventually, once I graduated and got out and realized that was all a positive experience because those things forced me to self-analyze myself and to learn about eudaimonia and to learn about pickup and to try to boost my confidence and become a better speaker and all that stuff. So that's why I say it's one of the worst experiences I've had, but it's also one of the best experiences because in hindsight, I realize while it sucked in the moment, if I didn't go through any of that stuff, I don't know what my present day would look like.